Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Spartan.
And I'm Pudgey.
And we're watching Band of Brothers episode 9. Alright. The boys are heading into Germany.
Yeah, that's a lot. Especially after seeing the morale so low.
Yeah, just the war has taken its toll. Everyone's morale is wavering.
Yeah.
Hopes are becoming dimmer and dimmer.
Although there is a tiny bit left.
Yeah, you're right.
The end is so near, but
well, not so much a tiny bit left. I think in a weird way, because everyone can feel like the end is near.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You think that maybe that you'll survive the war, but
yeah,
I don't know. There's a lot going on, but we've seen a lot of craziness up until now, and to think that we're now really going to the belly of the beast into Germany, you're going to see our remaining paratroopers, head in there. I don't know. It's daunting. I don't know what we're going to find. I feel like this episode might be one of the craziest yet. Maybe not, but I'm kind of expecting it to be pretty full on in one capacity.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what to expect because each time we come back, they come with like a new scope, a new lens, a new perspective, and they've all just been interesting in their own right. They've all been chaotic in their own right. Sad and just like angst. I can't even imagine or begin to imagine what they would have felt. Like we're just watching it and we feel like we're almost in it because of like the immersion and stuff. But actually being there, yeah, hats off to them.
Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. If you want up to 4 weeks of early access to our reactions, or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link down below.
And if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
It was a situation there where everybody was happy to see the war coming to an end, and the Germans didn't really have that much of a heart for it, and they realized that the end was there.
So everyone sort of had a feeling that it was coming towards its close.
So we went about and did the job that we had to do.
I think we thought that the Germans were probably the evilest people in the world.
Yeah, after everything they've been through, all the
time,
lives
yeah.
lost.
A lot of those soldiers, I've thought about this often. That man and I might have been good friends. We might have had a lot of common.
Yeah, different perspective.
Of course, they were doing what they were supposed to do, and I was trying to do what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, that's all it comes
See
down
both sides
to.
to it.
Under different circumstances, we might have been good friends.
Interesting that the at the time they would have thought this is the absolute enemies, the villains. Like maybe at the top, but a lot of the in between were probably everyday people just fulfilling their duty.
I know, and like what their leaders have made them believe and feel, and it's sad.
Wow, it's a beautiful tune. Looks very fresh. It must have recently been hit.
Yeah.
Beethoven.
Sorry, sir.
That's not Mozart. That's Beethoven.
They all seem a little bit like shell-shocked at what they've seen here.
1 month earlier. See how they got there.
All right, this thing bites me, Frank. I swear I'll shoot it. Guten Tag, Fräulein.
Guten Tag.
Oh, she's so scared.
Oh, so they're not meant to be there. They're just trying to get some food.
Eliza, why don't you leave her alone? Frank, why don't you just leave me alone, okay? You don't like chocolate? Forget it, I don't like chocolate either. How about this? Cigarettes.
Oh, he just threw it.
Frank, please, why don't you go make your omelet?
Well, you ain't getting none of my eggs, you blockhead. So what happened? No dice with the Fräulein?
No dice.
She obviously hit him.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Is that
Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy? What the hell? He looks so different, man. Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
That is so awkward. He just grabs her and walks out. Look how young he looks.
Yeah, and he's so thin. Damn. That tripped me out.
Oh, what the hell was that look?
Something's gone down because things are very different.
You got a box all this stuff will fit into?
Yes, sir, I think so. Same destination.
What is it? Keep sending all this stuff back home.
Think about it.
Boy, your folks are sure gonna have quite a collection by the time you get home, sir.
Let's hope so, hey.
Finders keepers.
That's the first time we've seen him smile. Look kind of creepy. Oh wow, his drinking's gotten worse. What's happened?
You're probably the only man in the 101st with 3 combat stars over his jump wings.
Not bad for someone who's never fired his weapon in combat, huh?
Oh, wow.
Really, you've never?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Not even with all the action we've seen?
Not around.
Really? Wow.
How'd it go this morning, the jump?
It was great. Fantastic.
He's really got a bit of an attitude at the moment.
Took a direct hit over the drop zone. I got out. 2 others got out.
Oh my god, man.
The rest of the boys?
Oh, they blew up over Germany somewhere. Boom.
Yeah, that's shit.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, tough situation.
Oh,
for
yeah,
you.
the boys. Yeah, it's terrible. Oh, well, it wasn't me.
Yeah, he's taking it to heart. Fair
The
enough.
real tragedy is they also lost their CO, so guess who gets to write all the letters home?
Yeah, man. Oh, only a few of them got out.
What do you think I should write to these parents, Dick?
Hear what I said, Nix? You've been demoted.
Yeah, demoted, got you.
How do you get demoted?
Because I don't know how to tell them their kids never even made it out of the goddamn plane.
You tell them what you always tell them. Their sons died as heroes.
You really still believe that?
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah, I do. Don't you?
But after everything he's seen.
Why did he get demoted?
I think the drinking, I think it became a problem.
I guess our boys in the 17th Airborne did okay after all.
Forget it. We'd be in Berlin by now, sir, if it was us instead of them, huh?
That's right.
The fact that they believe that.
Christopher's empty, man.
Yeah.
I missed a lot of the boys, the originals.
Hey, O'Brien, relax, would you? I'm trying to read. It's okay.
Very different energies.
You know why no one remembers your name? It's because no one wants to remember your name. There's too many Smiths, D'Amatos, and O'Keefes, and O'Briens who show up here replacing Toccoa men. That you dumb replacements got killed in the first place.
Oh, man.
Where the crowd's at? Let me at 'em. When do I get to jump into Berlin? 2 days later?
Yeah,
There
that
they are,
naivety.
with their blood and guts hanging out. And they're screaming for a medic, begging for their goddamn mother.
Yeah. That's a reality check.
Do you understand that this is the best part of fucking war I've seen? I got hot
Yeah.
chow, hot showers, warm bed.
And a bloody book to read.
Who would have thought?
So quit asking about when you're gonna see some action, will you? And stop with the fucking love songs.
I get it. It's fair enough. I get it. But it's also harsh because that's how they came into the war.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years since I seen home.
Wow.
Wow.
2 years. It's fucking war.
Well, no, they're just over it at this point.
$2. Nix. No, I'm out.
All right. Well, I'll call you two. I'll raise your numbers.
Man just won't stop drinking.
I mean, all the bottles are pretty much empty.
Ike's gonna let the Ruskies have it.
I feel like he's gonna like burst right now. Cha-ching, jackpot.
Damn.
No fucks given.
After you've
right
seen what
now.
he's seen, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Thanks. Listen.
He really
I'm
doesn't
having some
care.
trouble finding some whiskey. Whiskey? Yeah, particular brand of whiskey. At 69.
Everyone knows he only drinks the one.
300,000 Kraus just surrendered.
300.
Wow.
We're moving out in an hour.
Wow, that's massive numbers.
Kathy's divorcing me. I'm sorry.
What?
She's taking everything.
The middle of the war?
Oh, these wives.
I'm taking the kid. She's taking the dog.
Why?
It's my dog! She's taking my dog!
I don't understand how you get even divorced while he's at war. What the hell?
That's disgusting. I mean, I don't know what it's like on that end, but come on. Damn. They're singing with like this upbeat tune, but it's actually quite sad.
I don't know how Winter's managed to keep a decent attitude throughout all this.
Honestly, he didn't need this piece of information before, you know. Getting
He's only
into
singing
a...
those bits though. What a hell of a way to die.
First thing I'm gonna do is get my job back at the cab company in Frisco. Make a killing off all those fucking sailors coming home, you know?
Oh, simple times, driving people home.
Great big soft titties.
Oh my god.
Marry her. Then I'm gonna buy a house. Big house. Lots of bedrooms. For all the little league gods we're gonna be making.
Oh.
I wonder how many of
All
these
their
boys get to
dreams.
realize that.
It seems that the Germans are bad. Very bad. You don't say. The Germans are bad, huh? Hey, Frank, this guy's reading an article over here that says the Germans are bad.
This guy's the biggest troll.
Oh, no.
Loves it.
I love to read.
Do you?
Yeah. Dick Tracy, Flash Gordon mostly. Yeah.
Oh, I just feel like...
Damn, look at that sign.
Yeah, damn. I just feel like when we're getting to know people personally, I'm scared.
She's got 5 minutes.
That's it, ripped away from their homes.
Hey, Hatch, you hear this? This guy says he ain't a Nazi. How are you in all of Germany? I've never met one Nazi yet.
You're only gonna be here one night. You've got 4 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. You have the
I don't
power
know.
to
I
do
think
that.
they think they're all enemies. They don't really know.
Well, the thing is, like, imagine what they're being told. Damn, imagine saying that as a kid.
Wow.
Goes all the way down.
Look at them. Even in defeat, they still know how to march with pride.
Yeah, true.
Are they all the Germans that have
Yeah.
surrendered? Wow.
Hey, you! That's right! You stupid crowd bastards! That's right! Say hello to Ford and General fucking Motors!
Oh, damn. Okay.
Dragging our asses halfway around the world. Interrupting our lives for
What? You ignorant, servile scum! What the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, Nixon
Yeah,
feels that
wow.
too, hey?
I think it's a big realization at the end of the war that you didn't have at the beginning, that perspective.
Yeah.
Like, what was this all for?
I know. Oh, man. Oh, man.
And everyone's so desensitized to it as well.
That was hard for a cave to see.
Hey, George. Kind of reminds you of Bastogne.
Minus the snow.
Yeah.
Except, of course, there's no snow. We got warm grub in our bellies. And the trees aren't fucking exploding from crowd artillery, but yeah.
Some big
Frank,
differences.
Other than that, it's a lot like Bastogne.
Right?
Bull, smack him for me, please.
Oh, poor guy. Threw that one away real quick.
Interesting. For her, that's her husband who served. For him, it's the
Yeah.
enemy.
Interesting interaction. And the dog, the bloody dog.
Just rub it in his face.
I know.
Imagine feeling like you're being watched.
Oh,
You know, they've probably
man.
got guns.
What? What are they saying?
What did they find?
It's important enough to run back.
What? Frank, what is it?
I don't know, sir.
What do you mean?
Building up the intrigue into what the hell they found.
I know.
Oh, concentration camp. They didn't know what it
Yeah.
was.
Oh, wow.
Damn, imagine discovering that for the first time.
Surely they would have heard about them. Oh, look on the fence.
Were they just abandoned when the Germans surrendered?
They just got their hands on the barbed wire. No. Oh my god. This is what they were fighting for.
Yeah, and they were asking that. They didn't actually know.
Stand back.
Oh my god. Ah. This might give that meaning back that everyone was like, what was it all for? It might bring that purpose. It was for something.
What a moment.
Liebgott! Liebgott! Major needs you up front right now.
Sure.
All right, boys. These people need care. Give them water and any spare rations you might have. Grab me some blankets, quick.
Oh my God. Dick?
Whoa.
What are we looking at that could be worse? Oh my god.
There's just so many, and they're all on their deathbed.
They thought they'd seen it all, and yet somehow it gets worse.
To get to this point, like, the human body has to go through a lot. Oh my god!
I think he's dead, my man. I think he's dead.
I think he's like maybe just alive.
Damn, holy shit. From both sides, holy shit.
Verbrannten sie noch einige der Baracken.
They burned some of the huts first.
Mit den Gefangenen immer noch drinnen.
They're disgusting.
Oh, the prisoners still in them, sir. Alive.
Imagine the people who got burned on the day of freedom.
I know.
They didn't have enough ammo for all the prisoners, so
Töteten so viele sie konnten.
Disgusting.
killed as many as they could.
Disgusting. Surrender, but let's make it hell.
Sie schlossen das Tor hinter sich und gingen
Locked the
Richtung
gate
Süden.
behind them and headed south.
Even that's just a dick move,
I
locking
know.
the gate, leaving him there to rot.
Will you ask him what kind of camp this is?
Oh, dude. You don't want to know.
Criminals?
I don't think criminals, sir.
They
Verbrechen.
look like it.
Verbrecher? Nein, nein.
No.
Ärzte, Musiker,
Definitely not
Beamte,
criminals.
Farmers, musicians,
Schreiber, Schneider,
tailors,
Intellektuelle,
clerks,
Wow.
farmers, intellectuals, I mean normal people.
Juden. Juden.
Juden's the main word. Imagine like discovering that, you're like, what did they do? And then you're just like,
know.
it doesn't make sense.
Liebgott?
The women's camp is at the next railroad stop.
Oh my god.
Oh. That reaction is perfect. Like, that's how you'd feel. Like, what the fuck? My god, how are they even sleeping in there like this?
Oh man. Oh man.
Far out. Imagine opening that up.
It's hard already seeing like people dead, but just you can see their bodies, how mistreated they were.
Isn't it funny? Like, give the new recruits a hard time, but there's like an immediate respect here. Like, you guys have seen war as well, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Find spares and figure out how the hell to get him some food. And water.
I know.
Oh man, they'd be freaking starving.
Oh man.
Move, let's move. Halt Sie! Sind Sie wahnsinnig? Was machen Sie da? Halt! Stehen
Oh,
bleiben!
be quiet.
Gehen Sie doch sofort wieder zurück! Das ist ja nicht...
This guy.
I get it, it's his livelihood, but it doesn't matter right now.
Nicht wieder zurückgehen! Sie sollten halt sofort wieder zurückbringen! Das gehört uns hier! Shut up, you Nazi fuck!
Ich bin kein Nazi. Ich bin kein Nazi.
Not a Nazi. My mistake, you fat fucking prick. How about a human being? You one of those?
Yeah,
Or
no,
gonna
you
tell
see
me that
him and then
never
you see
smelled
them.
that fucking stench?
Töten Sie mich nicht, bitte.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder.
He doesn't know what he says. He doesn't know what the hell you're talking about.
Really? Could he actually not know?
I don't know. They probably did know about Turned a Blind Eye because out of fear as well.
We need to stop giving these men food right now. They're starving. We give them too much to eat too quickly, they'll eat themselves to death.
What the hell?
Oh, wow.
You want us to lock these people back up?
We got no choice, Nick. Otherwise, they might scatter. We need to keep them centralized so we can supervise their food
What
intake and
the
medical
hell?
treatment. So, until we find someplace better.
I know
Oh
they're gonna
my
be
God.
being. Ugh. They're gonna get looked after, but it's still like, you know, that you're in that place of trauma.
We found something I believe you ought to see, sir.
Can't tell him that, sir.
I know.
Yeah, I know. God damn.
These prisoners have to be put back in the camp immediately. Let the men know.
No way.
Achtung bitte! Achtung bitte!
What's their response gonna be?
Mit richtigem Essen und mit Medizin sorgen können. Bitte. Ziehen Sie wieder.
Is breaking him.
They just want to get away from that horrid place. Oh, heavy that episode, man. Heavy.
being the face that told them as well.
Been finding camps like this all over the place.
Wow, so it's new to them.
Seems the Russians liberated one a lot worse.
Damn.
Must be Auschwitz.
10 times as big. Execution
Disgusting.
chambers, ovens. Well, for cremating all the bodies.
Damn, so they hadn't heard anything about this stuff.
We head out for Talem tomorrow. 1,200 hours.
Never
Seemed
ends.
disappointed with that news. That'd be a big opener for the civilians as well, who had no idea what's going on.
Like, this is what your higher ups were doing. Oh, man. Oh, there's that woman. Oh, wow. Like, would she have known?
I don't know. Probably not.
Hitler's dead.
Holy shit.
Shot himself in Berlin.
Damn, man.
Imagine just getting that news.
War over, sir? No. We have orders to Berchtesgaden. We're gonna move out 1 hour.
Damn. He shot himself and everyone's like, yay, war's over, but...
3 years ago. Saved us
Yeah,
a lot
I
of trouble.
Yeah, you should have.
I know, it's like you did all this to then kill yourself. It's pretty crazy that, you know, you forget what you're fighting for, and I fully get it because I kind of almost forgot in a sense because we're following...
I get what you mean.
Yeah, we're following like the journey of these people and it's so personal and we're, you know, seeing their day-to-day lives and then they're losing hope, they're losing loved ones, and then you're like, you find this and you're like, shit, like this is what we fought for. This is why we lost so much. And it sucks because it, just like they said at the end there, it's like he should have killed himself 3 years ago. Like this one man, I know it wasn't just like, you know, that simple, but he should have just like saved everyone the trouble, all the pain, all the suffering, all the, yeah.
I get what you mean by you kind of forget because in an interesting way, you're following the journey and the struggles and hardships of the soldiers so closely.
Yeah.
And you completely like lock in on that, you know, very skillfully, I felt they presented it in the way as well because we see it through their lens.
Yeah.
And this episode bridged the gap between what we already know in history and what went into it because there was just suffering on all sides. And it was very interesting the perspective we got shown because kind of like the show assumes that we've been so caught up in the war and all everything going on with that and the tragedy and horror of all that then we get here and you're kind of like, oh yeah, like this is the other side of it, like kind of forgot or just seeing it, you know, close up and the soldiers discovering it and you're like, as you're just rediscovering it yourself, the soldiers you've been following are rediscovering it. And I didn't know personally that they were so unaware come this late in the war. I thought that there was more awareness of what was going on, but obviously it was a very carefully guarded secret.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense if Germany wasn't yet invaded and they were still, you know, had national security, then how would you know?
But honest, it's hard, right? Because my first thought is like, coward, you kill yourself now that like, you know, you've lost essentially. But then I also get maybe like, yeah, I just don't know.
You know, there are rumors. I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, so I don't know. But I remember reading that like, now I don't know. This is going back a long time ago. Maybe it's outdated, but I remember reading that a body wasn't ever fully reported, at least not to the general public, and people were like, did he kill himself or did he escape and have a different identity? I don't know.
Really?
I think, well, the general consensus in history is that he killed himself. I just remember reading that, but then again, there's a lot of...
But you know what would be crazy with that? I feel like that would be even worse because then it's like, you had this strong sense of like, national, like you you wanted to fight for your country and fight for your people, and then, oh, whoopsie, didn't work, and then I'm just gonna go about living my days. Like, what?
Yeah,
Like, you would still have that in you, I would feel, but then, yeah.
I don't know. I find that watching Schindler's List,
Yeah.
I feel like was also just because we did that more recently, alongside having Private Ryan. I feel like that really just gave us the two sides, and this series put it together. So
Yeah.
it hits regardless, but I think it hits even more because it's so fresh in my mind, Schindler's List,
Yeah.
and everything that happened in that film. And we feel like we've seen your side, now we saw the other side, which were the soldiers. Now it's come together, and I mean, god damn, dude, you almost left speechless. It's a very heavy episode, and it's a weird one. You know what I like about the direction of this episode? Because I guess we see it almost the feeling of what it would be like for the soldiers, where you're fighting. It's a nightmare that won't end, and then you don't know, the Germans seemingly are surrendering, but you still don't know where the state of the war's really at, and you discover this concentration camp, and almost just like that, 90% or more of the war's kind of over.
Yeah.
And it's not fully over, but it's like, when did that happen? Like yesterday we were doing these, crossing the river with a boat, losing comrades, trying to steal prisoners, and now we're just digging bodies and sort of like the aftermath of it. I don't know what next episode's going to have for us, because it's almost wrapping up, but it is sort of that side. And even I feel from a perspective of watching the series, I'm like, I almost can't accept it. Like, how did we go from all that and now we're just here?
I feel like next episode, I don't know, but like see toward the end of the war and then everyone just go back home and like see what that's like. I don't know.
Yeah. But I can see from the perspective of the soldiers what an adjustment it would be to just accept that one minute you're in Boston, huddled in a foxhole, seeing your men's legs getting blown off, and now you're just having a warm meal and seeing a few horrors around, but living almost normally. It's just
I don't know. It's just crazy. Like, to me, I'm like, how did the locals not know? Because obviously I know the propaganda was so strong and you didn't know.
I think a lot of Germans didn't know how, like common civilians, I think they knew, I don't know now, but I feel like a lot of them knew maybe that Jews were being targeted and rounded up, but I don't think they knew the extent of what was happening here. Like, initially people thought they were like work camps.
Yeah.
But it's very different to what was actually going on there.
Yeah. Which is interesting, right? So that lady that Nixon like locked eyes with was interesting. What I got from that was her husband was, I guess, high up on the German side of things, and I don't know, like, did her husband come home and not tell her any of this stuff? Like, was he dead? Did he die in combat?
She probably didn't know.
Yeah, but then imagine, like, finding that out, like, say he died in combat and whatnot, and you find out that was the side that he was fighting for. Like, he was doing this to these people that now I have to clean up and bury. Like, it's a lot. Like, you think like, what someone's beliefs, their values are, and that's how you find out.
Yeah, well, I also love how they tied in. The soldiers were struggling to find the purpose in all this bloodshed. What was the sacrifice all for? Why did we have to go through this? And in discovering their concentration camp, I guess it at least gives some meaning to the sacrifice.
Yeah.
You can know that every man that fought and died was to end this horrendous, genocide.
And not only that, it's like, we've been through a lot as soldiers, but then you see something where, like, he's like, at least we've got food and water, we've got supplies coming in, people trying to help us. Whereas, like, look at the state of their bodies, their health, like, the fact that, like, it has to be pretty bad for you to be able to eat yourself to death. Like, that is extreme.
Yeah, it's interesting. I never thought about that. When you're on the brink of starvation so much, you just don't want almost that trauma and that fear. You just go in overdrive. You overcompensate.
Yeah.
And how sad. I mean, there's a lot more to it. What a dick move. Soldiers that were leaving wanted to, out of their own frustration of losing, just wanted to take more lives that morning as much as they could.
Yeah.
Just to make a point, and then leave them locked there. Like, I wonder, because they say over the months people being discovered were people just dying because there were people too late. Like, I imagine a lot of people would have died because they just had no food or resources. And even these people that were saved, a lot of them are probably too far gone in malnutrition and disease. By the time you get them to the right medical areas and the right resources, people are probably dying while it's happening. So it sort of sucks. Like, you got freed, but you still, what was done to you is too much for you to live. Like, damn.
How, like, you're waiting for the day that you're saved, that you're free, and then that can never come. It's horrendous. It's almost like unbelievable as well, like their reaction, because for them it would be unbelievable because people are here for us, to save us. Like, it's almost like too much. And then you get told that you have to stay there. Like, that would be a lot. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a very, like, overwhelming episode, I guess. I would love to know what's going on in Nixon's head, because obviously, like, we're guessing, but just those long sets, like, obviously his partner is leaving him, taking the kid, taking the dog, taking the house, taking everything after he's seeing this, like, these horrors.
It almost feels like it was a perspective shift. Like, he's gone through a lot, but the perspective was, damn, there's a lot worse out there, and it adds meaning to his sacrifice. He's never going to heal it. I mean, he still sacrificed a lot in his own right, and it is tragic.
Yeah.
But I think it just brought him back to a middle ground, if you can even say that. But where he was probably really wallowing in his pain, which is still justified, seeing this just snapped him out of it a bit. Like, damn, you know, all of a sudden losing what I'm losing isn't as bad as it could be for someone else.
Yeah. And now Easy's moving out to their new location.
Yeah, well, I wonder. It'll be interesting to see what that final bit will be like. But I do think it'll be right seeing maybe the normality of everyday life again and the aftermath of all of this.
Yeah.
There's always, I feel like these last few episodes, there's been a hole in my heart. I keep thinking of, you know, like seeing Nixon and Winters. I'm like, Buck was always sort of with them.
Yeah.
So not seeing Buck here, not seeing a lot of the boys, it's just felt kind of sad. It's like we didn't all make it. I mean, that's the truth of it. But we all started it with Easy Company, but we didn't all get to see the finish line. Those of us who did were very lucky. You know, like Malarkey has lost a lot of his good friends.
And then you've got replacements who are like, yeah, let's go. And I get it because, you know, that's how everyone came into this war. But I guess that was a bit humbling there just for O'Keefe. Like, you just see, like, it's not all fun and games. Like, there's actually lives at stake. And
remember, they were like that before Boston. They were like, whoa, what happened here? They couldn't understand everyone's, like, dropped expressions and face of defeat.
Yeah.
Now they can.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed our reaction. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments down below what you thought of the episode.
And if you want early access to our reactions or you want to watch our uncut reactions, we'll leave a link to our Patreon down below. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on one of our next reactions.
See you guys.